I'm San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg. I am a Trinity University alum, and I want you to know about my passion for these two vibrant communities. My alma mater is now a nationally recognized liberal arts university, offering fully integrated arts, humanities, STEM, and professional programs. Grounded in the liberal arts, Trinity graduates students who think critically, act meaningfully, and contribute confidently throughout their careers. As for San Antonio, Trinity is an oasis in the heart of a city that serves as a cultural bridge to the Americas. We are a diverse community that values inclusion and welcomes intellectual curiosity and spirited debate. We're a city that challenges convention and welcomes new ideas. Great things are happening at Trinity University, in San Antonio, and through all our connections to our multicultural world. Join me in being part of this exciting moment.
intoxication, as well as the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and or tobacco products is strictly prohibited. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship and fair play are subject to ejection. Please do not use flash photography. Please do not go onto the floor at any time, including halftime and after the game. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right after player introductions, we will go right into the semifinals game. Starting lineups for the Shriner University Mountaineers. Number 5, a junior forward, Andrea Salazar. Number 14, a sophomore guard, Demario Miles. Number 15, a senior forward, Yanni Ibarra. Number 22, a sophomore guard, Elisa Peralta. Number 24, a senior guard, Jocelyn Hernandez. The assistant coaches, Corey Rutan. Head coach of the Mountaineers, Stacy Stevens. Shriner Mountaineers. Now the Colorado College Tigers. Number 3, a sophomore guard, Dennis. Number 11, a freshman, Andy Will. Number 25, a senior guard, Anna Pinelli. Number 30, a sophomore center, Joey Tomlinson. Number 34, junior guard, Audrey Mason. The assistant coaches are Lauren Rocky and Lisa Boone. Head coach of Colorado College, Catherine Menendez. Colorado College Tigers, Shriner University Mountaineers.
It is go time in semifinal number 2. The Shriner Mountaineers, coming off a game in which they escaped with a win over St. Thomas yesterday, now have the tough task to take on the Colorado College Tigers. It's Brian Yanselson once again joining you with Reed Rosales, and we are so excited for this matchup that should be up and down, should be a quick one, it should be a close one.
Yeah, this one should be very interesting indeed. Shriner, the Mountaineers, they made it past the base of the mountain when they convincingly beat St. Thomas, who almost made an impossible comeback against them, but they held them back. And now they got to make it past the midpoint of the mountain against the Colorado College Tigers.
And Colorado College, no stranger to mountains, being from the Rocky Mountain State. As the tip-off is underway, Elisa Peralta will get us going. Shriner wins it, and it's the same starting lineup we saw yesterday. Andrea Salazar, Demaria Miles, Gabby Ibarra, Elisa Peralta, and Jocelyn Hernandez. Coach Stacy Stevens trusting her 5 in this semifinal battle. Shot clock at single digits in this first possession. Demaria Miles over to Jocelyn Hernandez. She steps back and puts it up. It's going to be an air ball and a shot clock violation to start. How about that effort for Colorado College on defense, led by Laura Strink, Andy Will, Anna Finelli, Zoe Tomlinson, and Audrey Baston. The 5 for Coach Catherine Menendez. A bounce pass to Tomlinson. It's interrupted there by Hernandez, but the CC Tigers will keep possession.
Yeah, and look for this game to heat up very quickly. To play off the music that played before the game, we might as well be walking on the sun because this game is going to get hot.
It certainly is. We've got the 2 leading scorers in the conference right here. A 3 off the front rim is rebounded by Strink. Andy Will now cutting in from the three-point line, but it's stolen away by Shriner. The dribble for Ibarra, a struggle. Peralta saves it, and now Salazar takes it across half court. Neither team scoring in the first minute. Shriner backing up to set up offensively. With Demaria Miles and Zoe Tomlinson, the top 2 scorers in the SCAC, so look for them to be the keys today. Here is Miles with the ball. She is atop the conference. She's going left, and she's going down with the 2 points to get things going, and that is so key for her. After she struggled a little bit yesterday, only 10 points. This one knocked off the foot of Colorado College, and then a push going to be called, so it'll stick around right here. But when I say only 10 points, it's because Demaria Miles averages 17. and she's been in double digits in all but 2 games this year, so that was just scraping by into double digits, but we're expecting a big game from her if the Mountaineers want to win.
Yeah, and if the Mountaineers want to win, they'll have to overcome these Colorado College Tigers who have taken them to task in the regular season. They've held Schreiner to their lowest offensive outputs all year.
Eliza Peralta finds Miles. Shot clock halfway gone as Ibarra gets it right back into the hands of Miles. Now Salazar, a free throw shot is short and recovered by Colorado College. Healy Bledsoe quickly into the game, substituting for Coach Menendez. Gunned into Tomlinson, and Tomlinson can't bank it home, but she fights for the miss and gets the second opportunity. And you're going to see a lot of that today. Zoe Tomlinson averaging 16 points a game, and she shoots an incredibly efficient 60% from the floor to lead the conference. She grabs the miss from Demaria Miles, so already the 2 top players in this game showing why they're the top 2 players.
Yeah, and we say it's a neutral game, but there's a good crowd from Kerrville here. They're just up I-10 about an hour away, and they've really showed up today.
Well, the word must have spread over to the Hill Country. The women's team beating St. Thomas and the men's team winning a gut-wrenching loss for Colorado College on the men's side, but for the Schreiner men, it was exhilarating. And so we are expecting Kerrville to travel down today to see both their teams, and they play right back-to-back. So look out for that for sure, because it gives Schreiner a bit of a home court advantage. Although Colorado College does have some good fans in attendance. And they're making some noise here. Miles trying to turn the corner, finds Ibarra. The 5th-year senior takes a step back and banks it in. Gabby Ibarra among those with friends and family in attendance. The 5th-year senior from right here in the Alamo City. Peralta kicks the ball away as Schreiner leads 4-2. 3 minutes gone by. Madison Parham comes in for the first time. She played a big role in yesterday's win as well. Was key on the glass. Gave Schreiner lots of second opportunities. Meanwhile, for Colorado College, lots of early substitutions here. We have Talia Cloud. We also have Teddy Reed checking in, so a couple of Kat Menendez's seniors. Baston drops it off to Tomlinson. Tomlinson fouled. That foul goes against Demaria Miles, so she picks up a quick one. But Zoe Tomlinson, the sophomore from New York, and she's had an Empire state of mind all year long. Knocks down that first free throw. She's had double-doubles in 3 straight games, and she averages a double-double. Almost 15 points a game and over 11.5 rebounds per game. So when you see her, you're already thinking double digits in 2 categories. And she takes care of her trip to the line to even it up at 4 with 6:40 left. Peralta spots up from 3. Off to the right of the rim. The battle for the board will go to Colorado College. That's Teddy Reed chasing it down and winning it for her Tigers.
Yeah, and we'll see how the bye that the Colorado College Tigers have will affect the energy of the game. We'll see if the Mountaineers of Schreiner can keep up with them.
Tomlinson steps out of bounds. That'll be Schreiner basketball. And I think that's a great point read, and it's something Coach Menendez was really excited about, but it's something that'll be new for her. They've never had a bye. This is the first time they're having to navigate having a day off, and she thinks ultimately it will help, but it could be that Schreiner's feeling the momentum from yesterday, riding high, and it could carry them into today. So early on, just 4-4 the score. We'll see who breaks through first. Miles gets the blocking foul from Finelli. In comes Andy Will for Finelli. Andy Will in that starting lineup, and has been a pivotal part of this Colorado College attack as just a freshman. Peralta loses her dribble, needs some help, and finds it in the form of Alvarado. Jocelyn Hernandez bounces it off the foot of the Tigers. Stacy Stevens, Kat Menendez not afraid to go into their reserves early.
Definitely not. These are 2 great teams with great depth. And once again, depth will come into a big role here in this game.
Peralta, Her three to the left. Alvarado diving, ripping it away and keeping possession for Schreiner. Now the top of the key. Three, nothing but the bottom for Demaria Miles. Get used to that. Not many are better from distance than Demaria Miles' 6th best percentage in the entire country. Teddy Reed thought about it for a moment, instead backs it out. Talia Cloud. Now Reed will put it up. Hits the left iron, and here comes Schreiner. Demaria Miles resets, finds Peralta. Room for her to work with, but she can't find the rim. Alvarado there for the miss. Here comes Hernandez. That one falls. 2 triples in a row for the Mountaineers, and they take a 6-point lead with 5 minutes left in the first. Baston, that's going to be a walk. She took one too many steps, and the energy shifting to Kerrville right now.
Yeah, and for the Mountaineers, a 6-0 run in just under a minute. And for Colorado College, those shots have gone in 3 minutes. So the ball going back to Schreiner there, a big momentum shift towards Kerrville, like you said.
These are a Schreiner Mountaineers team that went 16-9 in the regular season. They went 12-4 in SCAC play, and those 4 losses were to the 2 teams ahead of them, Trinity and Colorado College. So that is the question. Can they climb over that peak of Colorado College and Trinity? They're going to answer that today, and this start is one that has to make Stacy Stevens happy.
Definitely. And we need to keep an eye out, you guys. They got to a hot start last game against St. Thomas as well. And near the end there, St. Thomas made it very close. So we'll see if Schreiner has learned a lesson and will go ahead and stay ahead.
It got really close there at the end, probably too close for comfort, as Stacy Stevens told me after the game. Sometimes my team does things that doesn't make me very happy, but I ended up happy because they were able to pull through. But it was a 28-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, more than halfway done with the game. And the Celts brought it down to within 3, and they had a couple of possessions where they could have tied it up at that deficit of just 3. Ultimately, Schreiner able to get some key buckets and key moments and pull through. But like you said, don't close your eyes even if Schreiner gets out ahead. Colorado College certainly in this from start to finish. And right out of the timeout, Laura Strank gets the steal and will try to set up her offense. Anna Finelli finds an open Strank, and Strank will be called for the travel now, so that's back-to-back possessions. And for the women's team, they do not want to repeat what their men's team did. The men traveled 7 times, and in a 1-possession loss, that very much told the story of why they did fall to Schreiner. Right now, an early struggle offensively for the CC Tigers. They continue to rotate defensively here. It'll be Parham kicking it out to Alvarado, has her foot on the line. Bounces off the back of the rim anyway, and the rebound cleared out by Will. Finelli finds Strank, all sorts of room. Saw she was going to be too strong and tried to track it down, but can't. And here comes Schreiner. Peralta all the way cross court, but she is way off on the layup. Parham able to recover it, and now Miles has a good lane to work with. Too strong on the floater. And the action coming quickly, folks. Keep up. The cross-court pass to Strank. Now Tomlinson tumbling through. Offensive foul.
Another huge momentum shift towards the Mountaineers. You hear the court explode as the crowd from Kerrville makes themselves heard.
That's going to be the first personal foul against Zoe Tomlinson, and it is something that she'll have to be careful with. In their loss to Texas Lutheran, she fouled out. It was a big reason why they couldn't come back to beat the Bulldogs in Seguin. So she'll take a breather. Kat Menendez wanting to keep her fresh and keep her active. Tiana Murray, newly into the game. We saw her dribble her way through traffic so many times yesterday. Here she loses the dribble. Finds Miles. Miles has strength right on top of her, so Alvarado has room for 3, and it rains down. Right now they're saying it was a 2-pointer, so that's the second time she had her foot on the line. I thought she had it behind it, so I'm sure they'll take a look at it. For now, 12-4 the advantage for Schreiner. Talia Cloud through contact, can't finish. And Schreiner coming the other way again, but a travel will stop them in their tracks.
Yeah, and this is a very interesting game, and we're not the only ones who are interested. The audience maybe can't see, or they can see at the top of their screen, but there are the Tigers of Maroon of Trinity in the stands. Coach Hill just a little bit above the view of the camera, closely watching this game to see its outcome.
Laura Strink guns it into number 33, Rosie Braley. Braley went to work, and she's going to earn the foul. The winner of this game will face those Trinity Tigers. Coach Hill and his Trinity Tigers winning just a few moments ago against Texas Lutheran. Ashlyn Middleton with 20 points off of 6 3-pointers, so they're feeling good. And in the post-game interviews, they said it's the best feeling in the world when you can play well, do what you want to do, and now you get to enjoy some quality basketball, which is what they expect between two quality teams. The first free throw rolls off for Rosie Braley, another senior on Coach Menendez's team. Gets that second one to drop in there. And it brings Colorado to within 7 with 2:34 to go in the first quarter. It's been a red-hot start for Schreiner. Alvarado playing a big part early. Has it knocked away as she tried to get it to Peralta. Peralta saves it. And the Mountaineers have 10 seconds to work with. Peralta stops. Thought she traveled. There did the CC fans. Turnover happens anyway as Talia Cloud comes out with it. And now Finelli gets to work in transition. Finelli finds Cloud over to Baston in the corner. Not going to fall, but the board from Cloud and then a held ball. It'll stay with Colorado College.
And we'll see if the Tigers can make use of the second chance that they're going to get to put some points on the board and cut into this Mountaineer lead.
Finelli finds another open Tiger in the corner. This time it's good. Andy Will. Braley not letting Salazar get the ball down low. They are paying so close attention to her. Alvarado gets it to Sky Thomas. You can see they want to give it to Salazar. Now here she goes up against Braley. Has to throw it away. And Finelli there to grab it. The defense working to perfection there. Now Finelli looking for help. Kicks it to Baston. Finelli asks for it back. And she'll let Rosie Braley post up and off the glass for 2. That's the type of effort CC wants to see. Finelli in the open court is a danger to all. The other way, Salazar finally with some room to operate, and she's fouled on her way to the rim. So Colorado College back down just 2, but Schreiner will get a pair from the line.
Yeah, and Schreiner averaging about a turnover a minute in these last 4 minutes. We'll see if they can clean up the turnover problems.
First free throw good for Salazar, the junior from Rockdale, Texas. And she stepped up when it mattered most yesterday for St. Thomas, her second double-double of the year. Clanks that second free throw. Colorado College recovers. And with 1 minute to go, it's a 3-point lead for Schreiner. CC moving it side to side. Now they attack the heart of it. Will steps up for the mid-range look. Doesn't fall, and the ball is playing ping pong there. Who will grab it? It'll be a foul called on number 11, Andy Will. They're saying that she tripped the Schreiner defender trying to grab hold of the ball. So she'll head to the bench in favor of Kayla Mackel. Ultimately, there were a lot of bodies on the floor, but with that foul call, the officials are letting Schreiner take 2 free throws in the form of Sky Thomas. The San Antonio native gets her first free throw in. Brackenridge High School. Between how close Kerrville is and between all the San Antonio natives on the roster, it all makes for a big Schreiner crowd in CalGuard Gym. The second free throw bounces off for Thomas, so here Colorado College looking to get one more possession in the quarter. Finelli over to Mackel. Baston calling for it. She gets it. Has a defender right on her, so she dumps it off and can't finish there, can Braley. It was a perfect pass. Now the other way, Thomas overshoots it. Out of bounds, she went flying, and the ball will go to Colorado College.
And we'll see, Colorado College will likely have the final shot of this first quarter. So we'll see what they have drawn up here.
Finelli makes her way across the timeline, finds Baston for 3. Wonko. Buzzer sounds, and Schreiner will take a 4-point lead into the second quarter. A flurry of activity. Started with Schreiner making just about everything they could put up, but now they have not made a shot in the final 3 minutes. So Colorado College firmly in this game.
Yeah, and this is what we expected. It's the 2 against the 3 seed. We're expecting a close game, and we are certainly getting it here. With Schreiner just barely had 14-10, this game could be blown wide open at any minute.
For Colorado College, it has been a magical season. 18 wins, just 7 losses, and in the conference went 14-2. They have their win against number 1. A win that you might think defined a season, right? But we asked Coach Kat Menendez, what was the defining moment for your team? And she actually said it was way back earlier in the year. The team took a trip to Puerto Rico, and they played who is now number 1, Christopher Newport, and lost to them badly. It was not close at all. Yet right away, they responded and beat a Marietta team who was ranked at the beginning of the season. And so Kat Menendez saying, bouncing back immediately from a humiliating loss to a tough team and then winning against another good opponent really helped her Tigers see that they can't dwell on the past. They have to focus on the future, and boy, the future held a lot of positive things for Colorado College.
Certainly, it held a bye in the conference tournament. It's held a good win streak, 3 wins coming in to this game right here, and they've beaten some very tough teams and have even taken the host Trinity Tigers to task up in Colorado.
The only loss of the year for Trinity at the hands of their fellow Tigers. Here the Tigers swipe it away, but Schreiner retains possession. Everyone wanted a travel for Colorado College, and they got it. The men's team remains in attendance, so they have not flown home. They're supporting their women just like the women supported the men yesterday, and they're right behind the bench making noise. Healy Bledsoe cutting, kicking to Baston. That one's going to go for Audrey Baston. It's only a matter of time before she heats up. Peralta hands it off to Demaria Miles. Miles utilizing a Salazar screen. And now Hernandez gets a screen from Ibarra, although she doesn't quite use it, and this defense is causing chaos. Ibarra has it swiped away. Finelli gets to it, but it'll be out of bounds, so stay with Schreiner, but 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
And they have crawled their way back. 1 point difference separating these two teams that are so evenly matched.
Audrey Baston defending the inbounds, and look at her jump high. Schreiner does get it in, and they have to go in a hurry. Miles cuts left, puts up the floater, won't drop in, and Tomlinson secures the board. Finelli calling out the play. They get it to Baston, out to Strength. Now Tomlinson has room to rumble, and that's way too much room for the most efficient shooter in the conference. Colorado College takes the lead 15-14 thanks to that Tomlinson layup. Salazar wants it back, won't get it. Tomlinson gets the miss and then a held ball. In fact, a foul that Salazar cannot believe. She thought she had all ball. She asked for an explanation and seems content with it. But either way, Colorado College basketball, as the Tigers, like you said, have clawed their way back and now looking to build on an advantage.
And certainly, with this opportunity to extend this lead, there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. So we'll see whose offense is more efficient down the stretch.
Bledsoe has it tied up. That, in fact, will be a head ball. It'll stick with Colorado College, though. If you're just tuning in, we're not going to call them jump balls anymore because they don't jump, and it caused so much confusion yesterday. So held balls from now on. Finelli holding onto it here. Now Baston has it in the corner. Back to Finelli, but Peralta taps her for a foul.
Foul number 22, Elisa Peralta, that's her first.
That'll be the second team foul on the Mountaineers. Not even 2 minutes into the second quarter. Baston thought about the free throw jumper, instead backs it out to Finelli. Now finds Strank, and Tomlinson puts up the mid-range, and it's pure. When she can beat you so close to the basket and now adds that mid-range jumper, look out for Zoe Tomlinson. Hernandez looking good from distance as well. Right in front of the three-point line, so it'll be a 2. But a much-needed bucket for a Shriner team that has gone cold. The pass perfectly placed, and even better with the finish there. Healy Bledsoe, the sophomore from Bend, Oregon. Now going to play defense and will be called for the foul. So Shriner will shoot a pair. Healy Bledsoe has been heating up for Colorado College. 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals in their last game against Centenary. Right now she'll take a breather. Peralta stepping to the line with her Mountaineers down 3. First free throw, nothing but the bottom for Peralta, who is everywhere you turn when watching Shriner basketball. Can't get that second free throw down. Baston with the board. Finelli zooms by, now loses the dribble and loses the ball. Shriner has a 3-on-1. Miles, Peralta, and Colorado College gets back. Parham will have to do the mid-range in the lane jumper, and it's true for her. So kind of an unusual spot for a jumper so close to the bucket, but it did not faze her one bit, and we're tied up again. Teddy Reed runs into the Mountaineers, nearly loses it. Baston helps her out. And now Baston right back to Tomlinson, over the defender, gets her own miss and puts it back for 2.
That shows how good of a player she is. That shows why she's one of the best, if not the best, in the conference at getting those points in the bucket.
Miles, no one around her, and she takes care of it. Not the room you want to leave for Demaria Miles. 21 all with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. The Shriner press, so patented. It gave St. Thomas all sorts of issues yesterday, starting to give CC some of their own. You can see them keeping their hands up as they transition into zone. Finelli finds Reed in the corner. Well short, and the Mountaineers come up with the board. They're trying to go quickly. Looked like that bounced off the official. Not a problem for Hernandez, who puts up the 3, but it hit the wrong part of the net. An air ball by Hernandez gives it right back to the Tigers.
And we're all tied up here, 21-21. Tomlinson already at double-digit points with 10.
And already with 6 rebounds. In the second quarter, she nearly has a double-double. Finelli skips it to Strank. Now they find Talia Cloud, the free throw shot. Nothing but the bottom for her as well. Senior from Roswell, Georgia. Kat Menendez loves her seniors, and she is one of them. On the other end, Tomlinson rejects that shot. So she has starred offensively, and she can do a little defensively as well, nearly a block per game. Talia Cloud, Tomlinson calling for it, and that's why. Count it for Tomlinson.
Yeah, great possession there by Colorado College. Tomlinson has been just everywhere in this first half.
Timeout on the floor as we've reached the 4:59 mark. Colorado College 25, Schreiner 21, and the star power has arrived in Calgary Gym in the form of Zoe Tomlinson.
Yeah, she has been the star on the court right now. 12 points, 6 rebounds. She's doing so unbelievably well at the start of this game. And in a game that is as close, 25 to 21, you need your star players to click very well in order to win.
Talking to Kat Menendez, the head coach for Colorado College in her 7th season, and talking so much about Zoe Tomlinson because how can you not? And this was actually a conversation we had when the Tigers were first in town early January, asking her what makes Zoe Tomlinson so special. And it's that she now has the confidence that she is a really good player. As a freshman last year, it kind of surprised her. It surprised everyone around the conference how quickly she became a good player in the league. But now, it's not a surprise to anyone. She believes in herself, she knows that she can do it, and it has made her a force to be absolutely reckoned with.
Yeah, and she's helped her Colorado College Tigers. This year, this calendar year, they've only lost 2 games. One at Trinity and one at Texas Lutheran. Otherwise, they've been clicking on all cylinders. They've been red hot, and they're carrying that through in this game right here.
They're shooting 45% from the floor right now, 10 for 22. And they've limited their turnovers after a little bit of a sloppy start in the first quarter. And Zoe Tomlinson will try to complete the 3-point play. She cannot, but she keeps her 12-point mark and 6 rebounds already. So she is making a dent in this game. Murray open for 3. Sensed her own miss. Couldn't track it down, though. And now Baston lets Finelli fly with the offense. Look at her go. The point guard finds Cloud, who rotates to the right. Now in some trouble, finds Finelli to bail her out, and right back to the senior. And now Baston, lots of room for her, but the front of the rim gets in the way of the shot, and Miles escapes before being fouled. That'll be Laura Strink's 2nd personal foul. Team foul number 2 in this quarter, 3 on Schreiner, as we're halfway past this second quarter. No rest for the weary. Schreiner, after beating St. Thomas, has to get right back at it, while Colorado College got to watch them in the stands. Salazar takes the step, then puts up the shot, and it is wide right. Finelli stops to give it to Baston. As the Schreiner press hasn't really given CC issues in the backcourt. If anything, it's been this zone once the half-court offense operates that has worked for Schreiner. Pass gets away from Baston. It was the right idea, but Kyle Rowland couldn't execute. So give the ball right back to Schreiner, who is 0 for their last 4, a scoring drought of 2.5 minutes.
And we'll see if Schreiner can end that drought.
Murray trying to maneuver her way. Drops it off for Miles, who struggles with the dribble. Now right back to Murray. The small Murray finishes and one.
Big points for Schreiner there. End the drought, and you stop letting Colorado College take advantage of your lack of scoring.
Not letting her 5'4" frame stop her whatsoever. Tiana Murray, the first year from Katy, Texas, will try to complete this 3-point trip to the possession. She cannot, so both the Tigers and Mountaineers trading missed free throws off the N1 chances. The lead is 2 for Colorado College. Cloud has been in the middle of that zone, and that has worked, but doesn't there. But Tomlinson tips it out, and CC will do it again. Cloud feels comfortable at the free throw line. Now Finelli has to turn to keep possession, finds Baston, who cuts in a little bit. Shot clock down to 5. Baston puts it up. Won't get it to go, and then a foul the other way. That's 30, Tomlinson. So foul number 2 as Tomlinson checks out once again.
And more members of the audience filing in. This time, the men's team from St. Thomas.
So much energy in the building. 12 teams at the start of the weekend. Although that has been trimmed down after yesterday. But still plenty of bodies in Calgard Gym. Miles not going to hit on that 3, and Cloud clears the miss. Finelli so confident with the basketball. Deciding what to do as Thomas guarded her. Now right back to Finelli and swings it around to Baston. She hasn't been as trigger happy with the 3. Gives it to Cloud, down to Braley, and Braley again can't hit from that left elbow. Ibarra denied by Talia Cloud. And both teams have really gone quiet. No points in 2.5 minutes for Colorado College. And just 2 in the last 3 minutes for Schreiner. The defense really ramping up. Finelli thought she was fouled. Instead, a 3-pointer coming up for Cloud. Too strong. Peralta gets the miss, and she takes a fall as she's fouled. Team foul number 5, so you know what that means. The foul happened on the opposite end of the court, but Schreiner gets to trot to the line.
Yeah, big free throws here. We'll see if Schreiner can tie it all up.
Rims out for Peralta, who is a 69% free throw shooter. Last year, averaging 6 points a game. Well, the sophomore has doubled that and gets the second one through to pull Schreiner within 1. 1:51 to go. Colorado College down early. They went on a roll to be on top, but Schreiner hanging around in this semifinal. Talia Cloud gets it to Finelli as the Tigers nearly turned it over. Now fully operating in the half-court set. Cloud pursued by Peralta, and look at her go. Coach Stevens calling her the annoying Gnat, but nothing the Gnat can do to stop a 3-pointer from Cloud. Back up 4 for CC. Ibarra went unnoticed. Easy 2 for her. There's the press working, and Finelli called for the foul as Miles got the steal and now gets the free throws.
Another chance for the Mountaineers to tie this game all up.
That press that Stacy Stevens is in charge of in her second year at Schreiner, telling me that it's just a combination of everything she has seen over her many years coaching basketball. She thinks it keeps a team like Schreiner, a small school, in more games than not because it forces the other team to work so hard to beat it. She also thinks the press keeps more players involved since she has to rotate people in and out after running the court and playing full court press. And so far, it has frazzled Colorado College enough to tie this game back up. Demaria Miles completes the opportunity after the steal, and there's a minute left in the first half. Peralta all over Cloud, who has to give it up to Mackel. Now Braley loses it, and here comes Schreiner. Miles in the fast break with Peralta. Peralta takes a bump, and it's an offensive foul on Peralta. A 2-on-1 break that was stopped in its tracks. Great job by the Tigers to get back defensively.
Yeah, and that's a big missed opportunity for the Mountaineers to take the lead.
Dangerous game. The Tigers are playing there near the half-court line, but they securely get it across. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, just over 20 in the half. Cloud sets the screen, but the ball is loose off the leg, and it'll go to Schreiner. Kyle Rowland, a little wild with the basketball, gives Schreiner the final opportunity if they choose to take it. A tied game. Schreiner wanting to go into the half with the lead. What do they draw up? Give it to Murray. Now Thomas over to Ibarra in the corner. Rims out for her. And the buzzer sounds to signal the halftime break. What a first half of basketball we have had. Colorado College 28, Schreiner 28. Exactly what you want in a semifinal match.
Certainly, and it really shows how evenly matched both of these teams are. And Schreiner, they look much better than they have the last two times that they've played Colorado College. They're really keeping up with them so far in this half.
We'll take a 15-minute break on Tiger Network. You won't want to miss what should be a tremendous second half of basketball.
I'm San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg. I am a Trinity University alum, and I want you to know about my passion for these two vibrant communities. My alma mater is now a nationally recognized liberal arts university, offering fully integrated arts, humanities, STEM, and professional programs. Grounded in the liberal arts, Trinity graduates students who think critically, act meaningfully, and contribute confidently throughout their careers. As for San Antonio, Trinity is an oasis in the heart of a city that serves as a cultural bridge to the Americas. We are a diverse community that values inclusion and welcomes intellectual curiosity and spirited debate. We're a city that challenges convention and welcomes new ideas. Great things are happening at Trinity University, in San Antonio, and through all our connections to our multicultural world. Join me in being part of this exciting moment.
28-28. That is the score we have coming out of the halftime break. Schreiner and Colorado College giving us all a treat. And now we get 20 more minutes to see who will be in the championship tomorrow afternoon. Schreiner will start with the ball, and they'll have first possession. Peralta trying to get to the rim, and look at the underneath finish. She was well below the basket, went around it, and finished. Did Eliza Peralta, the sophomore from Laredo, Texas, get Schreiner off on the right foot.
Yeah, quick scoring here. We'll see if it's indicative of the second half.
Baston working down low. Now Finelli jabbing in. Baston able to seal that deal. So both teams on their first possession, finding the bottom of the bucket. Colorado College, the third best defense in the SCAC, averaging about 60 points allowed. Schreiner, sixth in the conference. They allow more at 67. But it was a defensive end to that first half. As we roll into this first half, Jocelyn Hernandez stops, able to get it to Salazar, but then it is taken away by Zoe Tomlinson. Here comes Colorado College running the floor. Laura Strength. Now Finelli over to Andy Will. Can't will it home, but there to clean up the mess is Zoe Tomlinson. And with that board, with 2 more points, a double-double already for Zoe Tomlinson.
Absolutely amazing. She's been such a key contributor to this Colorado College offense.
That is 14 double-doubles on the season for Tomlinson in 25 games. I'd call that efficient. As defensively, Colorado College comes up with the stop, and they'll get the ball right back up 2. The same 5 on the court that started the game for each team. Baston will take that free throw look. A little bit short. Miles able to clear it and run. Peralta leading the charge around Finelli, and 2 more for Peralta, who has come out firing in this second half.
Yeah, points are flying on the board much faster than they did in the first half.
Andy Will gets the defender to jump. Now Tomlinson down low. This time it's a miss, and she can't get her own. It'll go to Schreiner. One of the few times we've seen Tomlinson not able to finish her bucket. Colorado College showing some full court pressure. Doesn't face Schreiner one bit. Tamaria Miles circles around and now gets it to the point guard, Peralta. Salazar has Ibarra cut past her, and then not going to get the glass to work for her, and the foul is going the other way. Salazar is frustrated right now. She is 0 for 4 from the line, and she is just with 1 point. After a double-double yesterday, working so hard to will her team to win, it is not there right now for number 5. Finelli has Baston right beside her. Now there's more separation as Baston makes her way into the heart of the Schreiner zone. She loses it, now recovers. Peralta on the court, recovers, able to get to Strength, who is trying to jab her way in. The layup too strong, and the ball will go to the Mountaineers.
Yeah, Tomlinson tried to rebound that ball. Couldn't quite corral it, though.
Will making sure to face guard Peralta, now gives her some space. Hernandez attacks right. Peralta stepping back from 3. She's feeling it, but not getting it to go. Now Finelli trying to crisscross past her. Baston strong with the ball, over to Tomlinson, too easy. Colorado College back on top. It's been back and forth in this second half, tied at 28. Colorado College, though, with a 2-point advantage as each team has traded buckets. Can Schreiner respond yet again? Here's Demaria Miles, led the Mountaineers with 9 points in the first half. Won't get her floater to fall. And here comes Strength quickly down the floor, and it bounces off her own foot, loses it, and Schreiner has possession. Miles attacking, not finishing, as Strength got in the way, and really the basket got in the way more than anything. Miles is going to want that one back.
Yeah, missed opportunity there to get the game back knotted up at 34. But we'll see if Schreiner can make use of this second opportunity.
They're saying it touched Colorado College on the way out, so Schreiner with the inbounds. Madison Parham shifted right. Now blocked for Andy Will. Hernandez tried to go up, and Andy Will said, "Not in my house." Sky Thomas enters the game. We've seen a good bit of her yesterday and today. Tigers break the press. Baston working down low. Baston gets 2 free throws coming up. As there has been a concerted shift, Reed. Baston had been almost exclusively beyond the three-point arc as the Tigers tried to maneuver their way through this zone. Now they have her at the heart of it, and she has been in the lane more than anything in this half.
Yeah, interesting adjustments coming into this half. And it's easy to talk about Tomlinson, but this Colorado College team is full of depth. They have so many key contributors that are helping them in this game right now.
Baston is the junior from Alamo, California, and Coach Menendez calls her a gamer, but a gamer that puts in the reps necessary to be as good as she is. Rims out with that second free throw, so she splits her trip. And Schreiner, down 3, to tie it up with a 3 that they were so good with early, but it's been a while since they've hit one. Peralta had to find Ibarra. Now she's well beyond the basket where she's comfortable. Here is Ibarra again, trying to get near the hoop. It'll be Peralta. Put her arm out to create space, and it was just enough to finish over Finelli. As Eliza Peralta has decided to take over offensively, she averages nearly 13 a game. And she is getting there as Baston loses the ball, and it'll go right back to Schreiner. Timeout on the floor. Exactly 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Colorado College 35, Schreiner 34. Neither team showing any evidence that they're going to let the other run away with it.
Yeah, they've been keeping up with each other, matching everybody stride for stride. 35-34. This game can go either way, and this is exactly what we want when a 2-seed plays a 3-seed in the semifinal.
It's worth mentioning for Schreiner that this terrific run through the conference and now the conference tournament has happened without a very key piece, and that is Nariah Buggs, the sophomore from Austin, Texas. She had 8 double-digit games in the beginning of the season, and she also led the way with 14 points in the last matchup with St. Thomas. But she has been out all year with an injury. Coach Stacy Stevens really wanting to have her back next year. She's been out with a torn ACL, but she said the rehab is going well. The recovery is on track, so the sophomore should be back next year. But definitely a key piece that is missing for Schreiner, and yet here they are giving the number 2 seed a fight to the final second.
Yeah, and it shows how deep this Schreiner team is, and both of these teams coming in very hot. Schreiner right now a 5-win streak, Colorado College a 3-win streak of their own. These are teams that are firing on all cylinders near the end of the year, and they're bringing their A game here in the conference tournament.
The timeout getting ready to wrap up. Coach Stevens, Coach Menendez finishing their conversations, and it'll be Schreiner with the basketball. Ibarra sends it in, and Peralta brings it up. Miles trying to turn the corner, and she's bumped. So that'll be a foul on Andy Will, the first team foul for Colorado College. That is Will's third foul, though, so in comes Healy Bledsoe. Saw some quality minutes in the first half. Here goes Peralta again. That one doesn't roll in. Just about everything has gone for Peralta. So the gym expected that to go down, but Colorado College able to hang on to a 1-point lead. Here's Baston in that zone. Now Strength. Finelli right back to Strength. She'll put up the 3. Swirls out. Parham. Then Ibarra clear it. And here comes Schreiner. Demaria Miles, one-on-one over Finelli. Too strong. Ibarra cleans it up and puts 2 in the bucket.
And that's another lead for the Mountaineers.
Tomlinson fires it to Bledsoe. Now Finelli will try to quarterback the offense. Strength uses the screen from Baston. Bledsoe, Finelli puts up the shot, and Finelli puts down the 3. You don't often see her shoot the pass-first-minded point guard, but she can do a little bit of that. Shoots 38% from the three-point line, so she is a weapon. And she capitalized on that room she had. Colorado College right back on top, and the air ball from Ibarra will keep it that way with 3:17 to go.
And we are trading leads back and forth in this one. About 3 minutes left in this third quarter. We'll see if Colorado College can extend the lead here.
You see Stacy Stevens saying, keep your hands up. Demaria Miles does just that. Tomlinson has been quiet this second half for the most part, and that'll be a travel for Healy Bledsoe. They had cleaned that up, Reed, after a couple calls early, but the travel reappears for Colorado College.
Yeah, and we saw when the men's Colorado College team traveled a lot and their loss in the first round, the women's team have certainly played cleaner, but still maybe some travel issues on the court.
Alvarado one-on-one Bledsoe. Nice move by Alvarado, but she can't get the bucket. Instead, she cleans up her own miss, lets Miles take over. Her shot won't fall. And it's Parham on the ground, and the whistle. The official's going to say it's a foul against Colorado College, so it'll stick on this end. Finelli called for her third. So Will checked out with her third foul. Finelli playing with 3. Miles doubled. Doesn't matter. Demaria Miles, the leading scorer in the SCAC, and you can see why. Bledsoe cutting in, kicks it to Strength. Short. Board goes to Colorado College. Bledsoe fighting hard for it, and now CC will get another chance to play. Tomlinson more than content to finally get a call she's been wanting away from the ball. First team foul on Alvarado as she pushed Tomlinson. Bledsoe draws 4 defenders, and she's fouled. That'll be 4 team fouls on Schreiner now. 2:01 left in this tie game.
That was a first. That was a second. Second. Team foul number 4.
Open 3 for Talia Cloud. Can't take advantage, but she gets the rebound. Now Tomlinson down low. 3 Schreiner players around her. They block it, but Colorado College still has it. Bledsoe, the 3, still won't go, but another opportunity. That one falls for Colorado College. Talia Cloud finally gets it to go, and Schreiner going to be furious that they're allowing so many offensive boards.
Yeah, Colorado College had a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, and when you give a team that many chances, they're going to use them.
Miles can't connect on the 3, but there's an offensive board for Schreiner. Miles puts it up again. This time it swirls in. Demaria Miles having herself a day, up to 14, and Schreiner takes the lead again. Strength fires it to Bledsoe. Now backs it out to Finelli. CC down 1 with a minute left. Cloud out to Bledsoe. The rotation offensively finds it back with Bledsoe, who cuts in. Now Cloud gets it to Strength. Makes the defender miss, goes up wildly, and is bailed out with a foul. Parham was in front of her, but she's going to be called for the block. And Laura Strength will get an opportunity at the line. The sophomore from Gulf, Illinois. Kat Menendez calls her the consummate hustler. Never takes a play off. And even if she has to crawl 5 feet to get to a ball, which she has done this year, that didn't come from nowhere. It was an example because it had happened. She will do it. And she gets her first free throw in to tie the game at 41. That one too strong for Strength, so it stays tied up. 45 seconds as Miles hustles it across. 2 screens being set up. Peralta gives it up to Alvarado. Now Salazar, jab step, and she loses it. Because if she hadn't, she had room to finish. 30.8 seconds left in this third quarter. Colorado 41, Schreiner 41. Fanelli's pass off the foot of Peralta. It'll stick around with the Tigers. You can hear the gym getting louder and louder by the moment. Salazar cuts in front of the pass. Tomlinson able to corral it. Bledsoe now stops, gets it to Tomlinson, pushes down the defender, and that's an offensive foul. Zoe Tomlinson not happy about that.
Yeah, she can't believe that call. And for Schreiner, they're going to most likely get the last shot of this quarter, and it could be a big momentum swing in their favor if they're able to put points on the board.
We've seen it throughout the tournament thus far, that block versus the charge. A subjective call in the eyes of the officials, and it can go either way sometimes. Unfortunately for Colorado College, it went against them, and Schreiner takes advantage by scoring on the other end. 8 seconds to go. Colorado College has to hurry. Fanelli over to Strength. Strength. Dribbling. Bledsoe. Short, and it wouldn't have mattered. Official says no good. Schreiner takes a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter. They are just 10 minutes away from upsetting the number 2 seeded Tigers.
Yeah, and right now the offenses are starting to click for both teams. In this one quarter, both teams have nearly done just as much output as they did in the entirety of the first half.
When these two offenses get going, it certainly is a show. And you see the numbers on your screen, so even in just about every category. The one place you look at, Colorado College right now, turning the ball over 15 times to Schreiner's 10. That is the difference to give Schreiner a 2-point lead. But we've seen this story before, Reed, haven't we, between these two teams? Back on December 31st, New Year's Eve, Colorado College trailed by 3 after 3 quarters, and then they ended up winning by 18 points because they outscored Schreiner 29-8 in that final frame. So if you're a Tiger fan, don't panic quite yet because they have shown they are more than capable of pulling off the comeback.
Yeah, and this team is resilient. And one of the key factors to look out for is Tomlinson, who is having such a good game right now. Keep an eye on how many fouls she has to her name, because if she ends up fouling out, it could be a big blow to the chances for these Colorado College Tigers.
Schreiner fans making a ton of noise. Really raising the level of noise in Calgar Gym. For Schreiner, when it comes to close games, it hasn't always been in their favor. 4 of their 9 losses have been by single digits, including a pair of overtime losses. Coach Stevens says her young team sometimes makes mistakes late in the game. They're going to need to play clean to beat Colorado College, and that's a clean play for Talia Cloud. After the defender fell, she put 2 on the board and ties it back up immediately. Tigers switch the screen, give Miles enough trouble as she loses the ball and loses possession. Tigers take over.
Yeah, missed opportunity for the Mountaineers there to respond. We'll see if Colorado College can shift the momentum in their favor.
The full court press has gotten even more aggressive for Schreiner, now putting 4 defenders in the backcourt. It leaves Talia Cloud open. She can't rattle it home. Thomas clears the rebound. And it is getting very dramatic in this fourth quarter. Every single shot so important. Salazar sets the screen for Peralta. Now Will gets in front of it and forces it out of bounds. 14 seconds on the shot clock for Schreiner.
Yeah, and an eye on the foul counts. 3 starters for Colorado College at 3 personal fouls. Will, Finelli, and Tomlinson, and they can't afford to lose any of them.
That's another 3 for Schreiner. This time Peralta continues her fourth quarter barrage into double digits, and nearly all of them have come in this second half. 3-point lead for Schreiner with 8.5 left. Cloud drives the baseline. Offensive foul. Schreiner starting to feel it. Strength trying to stay in front of Peralta. They double her. That's how good she's been this quarter. Salazar has it blocked by Talia Cloud. It'll stick around here with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. As you get a look at that offensive foul call, the replay. Thomas bounces it into Alvarado. Now Thomas swings it to Peralta, who resets with 5 seconds left. Thomas in the lane, blocked. Shot clock violation forced, and the play still alive as Colorado College takes over. Finelli looking to work her passing magic. All the way over to Talia Cloud. Tomlinson battling down low to get position. That's where they want to go. Instead, Cloud, the 3, a little short, and the rebound goes to Andy Will. Cloud slows it down and resets everything for CC.
Yeah, keep calm, cool, and collected if you're the Tigers.
Finelli, strength. Cloud will try it again. Cloud 9 for Talia Cloud. All tied up at 46. Talia Cloud, the senior, someone Coach Menendez had extremely high praise for, saying she's had so many big games, and in this, her final season, wants it for her so badly. Miles trying to respond. That 3 rolls out. Finelli grabs the board, and Colorado College with the ball. 7 minutes left. The bounce pass to Will. She loses control. Now it's anybody's ball. Strength comes out with it. And Finelli trying to calm her offense down. Tomlinson denied the basketball, but a foul called on Salazar. Zoe Tomlinson and Andrea Salazar, the matchup to watch right now down low. And this one goes to Tomlinson.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting matchup indeed. And when this game is as close as it is, we're all tied up at 46-46. Every foul is going to start to matter to see who gets sent to the charity stripe first.
Another corner 3, another corner make. Andy Will puts Colorado College up with 6.5 in the fourth quarter. These teams trading blow after blow. What a fun one we have in San Antonio. Sky Thomas tries the 3. Too much on it. Tomlinson corrals it. And Will thought about the outlet for a moment. Instead, she'll let Finelli take care of business. Tomlinson down low on Parham. Kicks it to Finelli. Tomlinson trying to reestablish position, but it's on the opposite side. Cloud can't finish down low, and Parham gets the rebound. Time out. Stacy Stevens, she wants to slow everything down with 6:01 to go. Colorado College 49, Schreiner 46, and the Tiger Thundersticks making noise inside Calguard.
Yeah, and this timeout is going to be called because a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 47 seconds for the Mountaineers. Get everyone recuperated, draw up a game plan, and just tell the team how they're going to take back the lead. I think it's going to be an important moment of leadership for both coaches heading into these final 6 minutes.
For Schreiner, they are led by Stacy Stevens, who was thrilled yesterday to get the first win for Schreiner in the first round in 6 tries. They had not won in the SCAC tournament since 2016. There was just something about that first round that Schreiner could not get past, but they finally have, and they are setting their sights even further with Coach Stevens, a former UT Austin All-American. She is one of the best women's basketball players in the history of the University of Texas, an All-American twice, is second all-time in rebounds, and is one of 5 Longhorns ever to have 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. And so she's had a long, winding journey from UT to the WNBA to playing professionally in Europe. Now she finds herself in the Hill Country, and she knows what she's talking about, so we'll see what she tells her team in this timeout that's wrapping up right now.
Yeah, and who else is better for the job than her? And we'll see how this game wraps up. 6 minutes left. It's been exciting, and I'm sure it's going to have an exciting finish for the end of the semifinal round.
Stevens told me that she didn't want to be just a former player who became a coach only because she was a former player. She really wanted to learn how to coach. She was an assistant at a junior college. She was a director of basketball operations, even coached Our Lady of the Lake here in San Antonio before finding her way at Schreiner. And she's going to need to come up with some of the plays of her life to will the Mountaineers over Colorado College. Shot clock in single digits as Peralta decides to go. Parham, the mid-range jumper, way over the hoop. And Finelli gets the board after Cloud recovers it. And here goes 25. It seems like she has that basketball on a yo-yo that she can decide to bring up whenever she wants. Tomlinson catches it with one hand, but can't quite finish. That would have been something before Cloud strips it back. What a display right now. Andy Will from 3. Rims out. Miles comes up with it. Trying to dribble through traffic. Peralta over Finelli. Too much again. And this time it's Strength who rips the board. Even the Schreiner fans are telling their defenders to keep your hands up. Tomlinson triple teamed and fouled.
Big moment here for Colorado College and Tomlinson. If they can extend this lead just by a little bit, make it a multi-possession game, that would be big heading in to these final 5 minutes.
With 4:43 to go, we've reached a final media timeout. Colorado College 49, Schreiner 46. A 3-point advantage for Colorado College. And we'll stick around. No time for breaks right now with so much action going on this court. A semifinal with everything on the line. And for Zoe Tomlinson, who's about to shoot a pair of free throws, it hasn't been all flowers this sophomore season. It's been pretty good at the beginning, and then she did dip a little bit after scoring double digits in 14 of her first 15. She had single digits in 5 of the next 6, including, Reed, no points in their win over number 1 Trinity. A shocking statistic that if you're keeping track of those games, you would be just stunned to see Tomlinson not score in a win for Colorado College. But ever since then, she's had 3 straight double-doubles, now 4 with this semifinal performance. And it's something Coach Menendez has said she has grown so much through. She has had to learn how to take the most attention you can imagine as a player. Every team knows that Tomlinson is a beast, so they send 2, they send 3. We've even seen 4 thrown at her, yet now she is coming through and will try to put Colorado College up 4 or 5 with some free throws.
Yeah, and that's what a truly great player does. Even when they go through a low point in the season, they're able to bounce back and be a key contributor to the team when it matters the most. And right now, Tomlinson is making her voice heard.
Her line reads 16 points, 14 rebounds. 4 of them have been offensive rebounds, which are so key for her. Too much on that free throw, though. She knows she missed one. You can see the look on her face. These clutch moments. Who will come through Tomlinson can't hit either free throw. The battle for the loose ball goes to Miles. So a missed opportunity there for Tomlinson and the Tigers leaves Schreiner down just 3. Ball tipped by Will. Tries to hustle it down. Thomas gets to it. Ibarra in the lane. Count it and 1.
Big moment here. The Mountaineers, if they tie it up, it's going to be a huge momentum swing back into the favor of Kerrville.
The 5th-year senior Ibarra, Coach Stevens saying she just brings so much maturity to this team. And she rattles home that free throw to tie it up at 49. That maturity coming through with just over 4 minutes to go in Calgar Gym. Finelli weaving her way through the press, able to beat it on her own. Now finds strength before getting the ball back. Finds Cloud over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson blocked from behind, but the second opportunity works for number 30. Peralta over to Thomas in the corner. Thomas sails it over. Tomlinson gets the defensive board, even though Parham took a tumble. And now Colorado College running in transition. The half-court defense gets back in time for Schreiner, so the zone able to be in place now. Cloud has Parham on top of her, so Will take a 3. Rolls off the rim. Strength comes up with the board, but then rolls it into the hands of Thomas. Thomas loses it, decides to back it out, and Peralta loses it now, and Peralta gives it right back to Colorado College. A mistake for the point guard that has been so huge late. And now Peralta showing Coach Stevens something, not sure if she maybe got something in her hand, or looks like she dropped a contact now that we look at it. Tried to put it back in her eye. And I think she got it, leading to an ovation from the Kerrville faithful. You want your best players out there, so we're glad to see Peralta out there. Tomlinson double-teamed. Hell ball. And it belongs to Schreiner. Ibarra's floater misses, but Parham tracks it down. Now Peralta swings it to Ibarra, who's able to keep it inbounds. Schreiner has 13 seconds to work with. Peralta takes a trip to the lane, now kicks it to Thomas. Her three's good! Schreiner takes the lead. The Brackenridge High School product leading her team on top. 2.5 to go. Colorado College not wasting any time. The season at risk for the number 2 seeded Tigers. Tomlinson begging for it, but 2 are on her. Cloud having to deal with all sorts of contact. And a foul finally called as 2 defenders were all over Talia Cloud.
Yeah, Cloud trying to bring the thunder there, trying to will a shot into the bucket. She instead will draw the foul, and these are increasingly important free throws.
Parham checks out for Schreiner to a huge ovation. With all the fouls she has racked up, that'll be it for the New Braunfels native. Meanwhile, Cloud ties it up at 52 and a chance to put the Tigers right back on top. Another good free throw for Talia Cloud. Colorado College 53, Schreiner 52 as we approach the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Peralta nearly travels, instead gives it up to Finelli, and Colorado College takes over. Strength down to Tomlinson, senses some room and gets fouled on the way up. When the pass is high to her, she's able to keep it up there. We've seen her struggle when it's down low, and that's when Schreiner can get to it to either force the held ball or the steal. But that was a perfect delivery to send Tomlinson to the line, where she missed her last two. So let's see what she does this time. Misses a third. Tomlinson, a 67% free throw shooter, looking up into the rafters, wondering what is going on. That one's good to put the Tigers up by 2 with 1:48 in the fourth. Menendez and Stevens, both coaches on their feet, directing their teams. Ibarra finds Thomas. She just put Schreiner ahead, gives it up to Miles. Miles, the floater. It has not been working all day, and Strength secures the board. You can see how closely she is keeping the ball to her chest, and Colorado College a huge chance here to go up by more than one possession.
Yeah, and we'll see Colorado College is going to try and drain the clock as much as they can before scoring.
Cloud. Tomlinson catches it with one hand again and gets the finish for 2. Tigers up 4 with 60 seconds left. Ibarra in the paint, loses it, but is fouled. Official says that's a push on. Who is it on? Couldn't get a great look at who the official called the foul on. And I think even the officials are a bit confused here, which is why they're talking. They have finally said it's the 4th foul on Andy Will. Would love to take a look at this replay. One official signaled to look at it, and I think they just might. So the officials taking a step to the scoring table to get another look at it. We're working on getting you a replay as well. But right now with 43.9, Colorado College 56, Schreiner 52. Schreiner looking like they may have a pair of free throws, but we'll find out for sure.
Yeah, and they really need every chance that they can get to decrease the deficit that they're in.
The quick correction made by the officials. Now they say the foul is on Talia Cloud. So that's her 3rd foul rather than the 4th one against Andy Will. All 5 Tigers in the game right now have 3 personal fouls. And it is Gabby Ibarra at the line. First free throw short for Ibarra. Someone who everyone knows on campus. She's an engineering major, one of the smartest people you'll meet, trying to come through, and does with the 2nd free throw to make it a 3-point game. Timeout on the floor as Schreiner pulls within a possession.
Yeah, and when the game is this close, we're going to see if Colorado College can make this a 2-possession game and force Schreiner to start fouling. Because right now, the game is close enough to where Schreiner doesn't necessarily have to foul in order to tie the game or even take the lead.
Both teams shooting well from the floor, shooting well from 3-point range. Those free throws haven't been kind to either side, and the difference just remains the turnovers. Colorado College with 4 more, however, they've been able to knock down some threes in this quarter, and they've been able to convert enough to put them up by 3. They'll have possession of it with 43.9, so that means they can't run out the clock by any means. So Schreiner, don't expect them to look to foul, although they certainly could if they just want to start extending the game from now. We'll see what Coach Stevens has planned for her defense. Anna Finelli brings it into Will. Right back to Finelli now. Cloud over to Strength. Tigers taking their time. Cross-court pass to Will. Tomlinson not in the game right now. Strength finds lane and finds the bottom of the bucket. Laura Strength puts the Tigers up 5 with 24.7 to go.
Yeah, and the biggest factor right now is that there is no more shot clock. So, if Colorado College gets the ball back and Schreiner doesn't score, or even if Schreiner scores, they're going to have to start fouling the Tigers.
We are seeing it right now from our view in the press box. Laura Strength immediately the one talking to her teammates, and that's what Kat Menendez loves about her. Not only is she a consummate hustler, she always says the right thing in the right moment. If the team is down, not feeling it, look to the sophomore to pump the team up, and she is doing more than talking in this fourth quarter. Colorado College 24.7 seconds away from a trip to the final.
Yeah, a date with the Trinity Tigers. An all-Tiger final is a possibility, but the Mountaineers, who have climbed so far in this tournament, they are not going to go quietly.
Neither one of these teams has ever claimed the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference Championship. One of them will get the chance to do that tomorrow. Who will it be? Thomas checks it in to Peralta. And the Mountaineers don't have a ton of time to work with. Peralta hurries it and won't finish the layup. Now the foul on Tomlinson, as Peralta, who has come through night in and night out this year, including in the second half, missed one that she desperately wants to have back.
Yeah, and right now, again, these very important free throws, Colorado College a chance to potentially ice the game here.
Chance of MVP in the building as Tomlinson strolls to the line. Valuable certainly is one way to put what she is. 21 points, 17 rebounds. She does so much down low, but she has struggled at the line. So she's the right person to foul if you're Schreiner, and there's another miss, 4 of them from Tomlinson. Takes a deep breath, fires the second one, and misses the second one. So that is 5 missed free throws from Zoe Tomlinson, keeping a glimmer of hope alive for Schreiner.
Timeout is called.
Kat Menendez confused about the delay, but it's a Schreiner timeout. Not sure what she was asking the referee, and the Colorado College fans are booing. So we find ourselves in a timeout with 15.3 to go. Tomlinson has done so much right today, but the free throws have not been on point for her.
Yeah, who knows? As sometimes the free throws, well, they aren't exactly free. And sometimes, maybe nerves, maybe it's the moment, they can become very scary because it's one of the few times in basketball where you're truly by yourself.
You're by yourself, and in a gym that has been so loud all game, you could hear it on the broadcast. It just quiets down for that moment. You can only imagine the thoughts that are going through one's head when everything is at risk. Both teams finish their timeout. And Peralta handles the ball. Clock ticking away, ticking away. Miles puts it up, and Miles brings it in. The step-back 3 from Demaria Miles. They put the points on the wrong side in the gym, but make no mistake about it, Schreiner pulls within 2 with 7 seconds left. And bickering between the teams and the fans. Immediately after the 3 from Miles, a timeout was called.
Timeout. Full timeout.
It's a full timeout, and things have only gotten more confusing at the end of this quarter, Reed.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Schreiner, you're down by 2. You need a quick foul on a Tiger. The Tigers are going to try and find their best free throw shooter on the team, get the ball to them, and potentially ice the game away.
One of the instances that we do wish we could be on the floor to hear exactly what the referees are saying, but we have an elevated vantage point to give us a great view and to keep us separated from everybody, but it's hard to know exactly what the officials are dealing with at the scores table, so trying to bring you the most accurate information always on Tiger Network. Where right now the Tigers of Colorado College up by 2. They'll have the ball with 7.3 seconds left. They beat Schreiner twice this year, but everyone knew this was going to be a tight one. Coach Stevens said it yesterday for her team having to beat St. Thomas, but it really applies here. It takes 3 times the effort, 3 times the effort and dedication as well to beat any team a 3rd time, and Colorado College is feeling that right now. And more break coming as the teams looked ready to get back on the court. The officials saying not so fast, so more time to talk for Kat Menendez and Stacey Stevens here.
Yeah, more time to plan out what's going to happen in these final few seconds. And we'll see the Schreiner break the huddle, and maybe we'll actually start ticking down these seconds.
We're going to have Finelli as the inbounder, Ibarra guarding her, and the 4 other Mountaineers and Tigers all bunched up right now. Cloud and Strength spin free. Finelli gets it into Cloud. They get the foul after a couple of seconds, tick off the clock, 5 seconds to go, and Talia Cloud, the senior, will try to put it away. According to what we see, although that is probably part of the confusion, Schreiner has no timeouts left, so 2 free throws here would be devastating for the Mountaineers. Cloud gets the first. Cloud makes the second, and the Tigers up 4 with 5 seconds left. Peralta takes the inbound, goes the full length of the court. Miles the 3, the buzzer sounds, and the Tigers are roaring all the way to the final.
Fantastic ending there. A good win by the Tigers. And Brian, we're going to have an all-Tiger final.
We love it on Tiger Network to have the Tigers and the Tigers as the Colorado College Tigers come down from the Rocky Mountain State and defeat the Mountaineers from Schreiner University. 60-56 the final score, and just about everyone who played contributed to Colorado College's effort, but no one more than Zoe Tomlinson, a double-double with 21 points and 17 rebounds. But how about Talia Cloud? The 2 big free throws at the end, 16 points and 7 rebounds for the senior on this CC roster.
Yeah, she really brought the thunder in this game, and we can talk about Tomlinson, but Cloud will ultimately be known as the one who put it away.
She really did, and puts Colorado College into Championship Sunday. So there you have it. Colorado College, Trinity would tip off at noon tomorrow. You won't want to miss the rubber match between the Tigers. Coming up, the SCAC will announce the awards of the season, first team, second team, honorable mentions, and players of the year. So we'll stay on the stream so you can hear it and watch it, but we'll step away before the 5 p.m. game between Schreiner and St. Thomas. For Reed Rosales, I'm Brian Yanselson. Thank you for joining us.
the 2022-23 all-freshman team is first-year guard Andy Will of Colorado College. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022-23 SCAC Women's All-Freshman Team. Thank you. We will now announce the 2022-23 Women's Basketball All-SCAC team is voted on by the coaches of the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference. When you hear your name called, please make your way out to center court to be recognized. First, starting with the third team all-conference selections. From Southwestern University, first-year guard Anaya Burke. From Trinity University, junior guard Maggie Robbins. From the University of Dallas, sophomore guard Adrian Alvarez. From Texas Lutheran University, first-year guard Lauren Sansano. And from Trinity University, sophomore guard Josie Napoli. Ladies and gentlemen, the All-SCAC third team. Thank you, ladies. Next, the All-SCAC second team. From Colorado College, senior guard Anna Finelli. From Schreiner University, senior guard Jocelyn Hernandez. From Colorado College, first-year guard Andy Will. From Schreiner University, sophomore guard Elisa Peralta. And from Colorado College, junior guard Audrey Baston. Ladies and gentlemen, the All-SCAC second team. Thank you, ladies. And now the members of the All-SCAC first team. From Texas Lutheran University, sophomore guard Kaylee Mulkey. From Trinity University, senior guard Maggie Shipley. From Colorado College, sophomore forward center Zoe Tomlinson. Also from Schreiner University, sophomore guard Demaria Miles. And from Trinity University, junior forward Ashlyn Milton. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the 2022-23 All-SCAC Women's Basketball Team. Thank you, ladies. The SCAC coaches also voted on 4 major individual awards. First Year Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, and finally, Player of the Year. The SCAC First Year Player of the Year is first year guard Andy Will of Colorado College. The SCAC Defensive Player of the Year is sophomore guard Elisa Peralta of Shiner University. The SCAC Coach of the Year, Catherine Menendez. And now, the 2022-23 SCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Year, Junior forward Ashton Milton of Trinity University. Congratulations once again to all this year's honorees. We will now recognize this year's SCAC Elite 19 recipient. At the beginning of the 2018-19 academic year, the SCAC Elite 19 Award was created to recognize the best of the best within each conference-sponsored sport as it relates to both academic and athletic achievement. To be eligible, a student-athlete must have completed the equivalent of at least 60 credit hours at his or her institution and must hold at least a cumulative 3.25 GPA. The student-athlete must also have earned either first, second, or third team All-SCAC honors in his or her sport for that particular season. The winner of the 2023 SCAC Elite 19 Award for women's basketball with a cumulative GPA of 3.735 is second team All-SCAC senior guard Jocelyn Hernandez of Shiner University. Congratulations again to Jocelyn of Shiner University. This year's SCAC winner for women's basketball. And finally, we will now recognize this year's SCAC regular season champion. I'm not going to tell you who it is, I'm just joking. Finishing with the 15-1 conference mark, the 2022-23 regular season women's basketball champion of the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference of the Tigers of Trinity University. Ladies and gentlemen, one last round of applause for head coach Cameron Hill of the Trinity University Tigers. Congratulations. That concludes today's award ceremony. Congratulations to all of our honorees. We will announce the men's all-SCAC teams following tonight's second men's semifinal. Coming up next is the first semifinal. At 5, it will be St. Thomas and Schweiner, followed at 7 by Trinity and Centenary.